Well, good afternoon, nearly good evening, YouTube. So, as you know, every year I fly back to the UK, and this year it's going to be 1st of April. Um, my plans are a little bit different, hopefully. So, as most of you probably know, I'm a big motorbike fan. I've got two here, but nowadays they've both got sidecars on them. That will change next year, as I've said before. So, I just wanted to give you a bit of a rundown of what I'm going to hope to plan to do in the UK. Gets a bit complicated. So I've been riding motorbikes in the UK for a long time, but more recently, so what would that have been, 2018, well, 2017, I passed my motorcycle car ban test, everything here in the Philippines. With that, that means, or used to mean, that I could, I think it was 12 months at a time, ride a motorcycle with a full, equivalent of a full motorcycle license in the UK. And I had two 650s. I had the Kawasaki ZZR, and then I had a Yamaha. Was it? Yeah, Yamaha 600. So both 600s. Those days are long gone. That I sold the Yamaha back in 2021, I think it was, or something like that. So I haven't had a motorbike now in the UK for a while. Now this could change. Like I say, it's a bit complicated. I don't think this system that I can use my Philippine license anymore for a motorbike. Um, in the UK, I don't think that's legal. I don't think that counts anymore. I'm going to have to do a bit more research. If it does, then great. If it doesn't, I plan on going to the expense, once I can afford it, of doing a full motorcycle license. Probably just the, I think you call it the A2. So that's up to something, I'm not quite sure, up to something like 40 brake horsepower. But that's well above what I intend or hope to be buying. There's a selection, I've got four, well, there used to be five, but I've got enough. This year's all changed. As you know, my Rusi 250 outside, that's a scrambler type, as they call it nowadays. Um, a nice bike, but like I say, it's on the sidecar now, but that's besides the point. But it's a nice one. Plenty enough power for me on my own, and with Sally as well, but on my own it was even better, obviously. Um, those are, as far as I'm aware, are not available in the UK. Plus, I'm looking at other models. So the first one I was looking at originally, but that's out of the window now, it's out of my price league, was the Royal Enfield Himalayan. That's a 410, and the new one came in a couple of years ago as a 450 with the fuel injection rather than the carburetor. Um, they've gone quite expensive now. Not quite sure on the prices, but probably over five grand. I should imagine they're pushing 60 even. I'm not sure. Still reasonable price for a brand new motorbike, but you get things now that like the scramblers, like my Lucy out there. Royal Enfield do the Royal Enfield 350 Classic. That's a possibility. That's one I like. There's also, going down the scale a bit, the Kawasaki have come out with one now, and it's also like the Scrambler Classic style, and that's a 230, so 233cc, I think that one is. So obviously a lot less than the others, and only with 17 brake horsepower, but so that's got 17 brake horsepower, like my Lucy outside, so it's been enough, it's fine. So that's the two originally. So I think now BSA have come out with one as well, another 350. That's a BSA Bantam, which is a blast from the past. A lot of people, I think in the 60s, I think it would have had those. This is a 350. It's actually the quickest, so I've been told, the quickest of the ones that I'm talking about now. So that's got 29 brake horsepower, and the as far as I'm aware, the Royal Enfields I think it's got 20, and so the Kawasaki Bantam's just got 17, but that's only a 230. And there's a couple more I'm looking into. So let me think. Let me go back again. So it's the Royal Enfield Classic 350 is the one, like saying the Kawasaki. What else was there? There was another two that I was looking into. Just bear with me 1 second. Yeah, so I had to do a bit of my own research on things that I've already sort of been looking at myself, and old age had gone out of my head. It's actually a very nice one. as well is the Honda CB350. All of these are like the Scrambler type, apart from the Himalayan, that's more an adventure style bike. It's very nice, but it's going to be, unless I can find a decent second-hand one, I'm not sure. It's possible. So this all now depends, of course, if I can get round and have the time and the finances to do my motorcycle license in the UK. We'll have to look into it. If I can still use it for 12 months at a time on my Philippine one, which I'll look into, I'm not sure if that's legal anymore, but I need to have it legal, because I also although these 350s, they're not designed for really long distance, although they do look comfortable enough. Sorry, I had to pause then. There's somebody coming to the shop and I had to let Sally know. Anyway, yeah, so where was I? So people sneezing out there now, it's all going on. So yeah, so that's about it. Whether I can afford to do all this, I don't know. So when I get back, it'll be my car, as I've said before, that needs to go through the MOT. That's my main priority, and finding enough work, obviously. So the car comes first. I will be buying a tent. So that I'm looking at tents. I'm looking for. You can get these inflatable ones now. Not sure about that. They do look very good and very easy to do, but probably going to be the type that have got the poles already into it, rather than having to feed the poles through. You can get those now, so there's a few that I've been looking at, and I'll probably do a video on that soon, and just give you an idea what sort of tents I'm looking at. So this is my motorbikes, which I'm looking into, and the next one will be my tents that I'm looking into. So everybody take care, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now.